Reimagining payments and Salesforce.
एक second. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to yet another webinar. And for today's webinar, we'll be talking about reimagining payments in Salesforce with AI and obviously other automations as well. Before we move forward, just a quick forward-looking statement that all the information that we've presented is our own knowledge and expertise. No buying decisions should be made solely on the information available or discussed today. As usual, we've got Vijay, our resident webinar member here, who's the CTO at Syntex as well. Vijay, want to introduce again quickly?
Hello, I'm Vijay. I'm the CTO at Syntexa, and today I will be talking about payments in Salesforce and what things we can do, what's happening with AI, and how you can, revolutionize the payments that you are handling in Salesforce.
Right, thanks for that. And my name is Chakshuv. I work as a growth strategist. Obviously, within the charging capacity, I work closely with the clients. So hopefully, we'll be able to bring you two sides of the view today. Vijay obviously being the technical brainchild behind Chargeon, and I can maybe share some perspective from our clients and the kind of inquiries we get around Chargeon, basically. So we've got a packed agenda for today. We'll talk about obviously the current payment landscape, where automation fits, how Chargeon fits this gap, and obviously things about Chargeon. We'll also walk you through an in-depth demo of Chargeon to give you a look and feel of the product itself. And then obviously we'll discuss more things around that content. And we obviously have the agenda right in front of you as well. ड्रीम फोर्स वाली बात अभी करनी है यहाँ पे अभी नहीं करनी ना हाँ क्योंकि आपके एजेंडा में लिखा हुआ था एंड में करना है ना ठीक है so, obviously, starting off, Vijay, what do you think the current landscape of payments within Salesforce looks like, and what are the challenges that users, clients are facing with this?
So, the current landscape that looks like for sales within Salesforce for users is like they have Salesforce payments, which requires per user license for using it, and then per transaction cost as well that you have to bear for it. And it has certain limitations attached to it itself only. And then we have Salesforce billing, which is a tool which allows you to, manage your invoices and identify how much a particular customer owe to you and things like that. But again, it has some limitations to it. And then we have manual API integrations, people doing manual API integrations to handle each and everything. Now, why I'm saying that this is challenge or why I'm saying that this is a problem right now. See, Salesforce payments requires a lot of upfront, I would say, investment in terms of money, in terms of solutioning that you will have to put in order to utilize it. And even then, you will not be able to utilize it across all the scenarios that you might have, which could be you want to, not only run it on opportunity or order, you want to run on some other object itself only. Let's say you want to run it on some, custom object that you might have created. You want to utilize not only contact, but some other thing to maintain your customers' data. So you will require some kind of customizations to it itself only. Plus, you are only limited to 3 payment gateways itself only. You have Stripe, you have PayPal, and then you have Erin, I believe. So you are limited to that only. And then comes the restriction from geographies as well. It is only available in US, and I believe it's available in some parts of Europe, but again, we are limited in that. So you're kind of limited in that. Then Salesforce billing, it's not handling the payments, it's handling how much you owe and giving you a complete visibility. So what ends up happening is a lot of customers move towards customization, move towards integrating the gateway on their own to do all of this, to manage all of this, and that is a big headache. Why? You have to make sure the compliance is completely met. Then you have to make sure the integration stays up and running and you keep on maintaining it. And then you need to kind of make sure, if there are certain functionalities that you are handling, then you are handling the errors as well, you are handling the refund functionality as well, and various other things. So that becomes a bit of a headache itself only, and the compliance perspective is the biggest problem. So that is what the landscape is, that is what the challenge is right now.
All right. Obviously, we spoke about challenges, but let's talk more importantly about solutions. How can we address these challenges that you just mentioned, Vijay?
So to address these challenges, you need to make sure the reconciliation happens on its own, no manual matching. What that means is, let's say, if you have some amount that you need to capture, that you need to charge your end customer, how would you do it? You would maintain the record for it, and then you will charge it on your gateway. Now, when that happens, you have no way of connecting this to transaction belongs to the invoice that I had raised. This belongs to the order that I had raised. So that reconciliation happens. So you want automation around that. And then you want the collection and the follow-up runs automatically. What that scenario is, see, if you are charging your customer, you want, if an invoice has been generated, if a installment has been configured, if a subscription has been configured, you want to be able to run the collection automatically. So you don't chase the customer, the system chases the customer for you and charges the customer. If the payment, because of some reason, fails, the customer gets an email. The customer gets an email to complete the transaction, and you don't have to, waste your efforts, waste your energy in